The first Halo Infinite flight is upon us. Years in the making, Halo Infinite is shaping up to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, release the franchise has ever seen. I got an invite to the flight, and after playing several hours, I have a lot of thoughts. Some good, some bad, and a lot of it great. Halo's back, and this flight is just the beginning. Opening up the Halo Infinite flight, you're met with the classic Halo theme and just waves and waves of nostalgia. This game, this entire flight just feeds on that nostalgia. I've been playing Halo since Combat Evolved came out, and this is the best a Halo game has ever felt to play since like Halo 3. And yeah, I didn't like Reach, sue me. First, let's chat about the movement. Movement in Halo is a hugely debated topic. You have purists on one side saying, no sprint, sprint ruins the game, sprint bad. Then you have the other side that says, sprint good, make game go zoom, sprint go brr. Then you have the reasonable movement centrists, like myself, who see that sprint isn't inherently bad or good. It just depends on how you implement it and how you design the maps around the new mechanic. And guess what? Halo Infinite has sprint, and 343 has done a bang-up job designing this map for the flight. The movement fits right in, and it just works. It feels fluid, you feel like a weighted Spartan, but you feel like you're moving with the speed and precision of a super soldier. There's clambering and sliding as well, which adds more options in combat. You can quickly slide behind cover if you're being shot at, and clambering allows for more verticality, because you can really reach a lot more places in different ways that you weren't able to before. Now I want to talk about the golden triangle of Halo. Guns, melee, and grenades, in that order. A Halo game is only as good as the weapons that the sandbox allows for. The flight only has a truncated list of weapons, but all the basic important ones are there. There is one really interesting aspect of the weapons of the flight, and that's that each match is an AR start. If you've ever played Halo for like any length of time, you know that Halo competitive modes have almost always had precision starts with the battle rifle, the DMR, or both. So this change, if it continues into competitive on full release, could change the meta of Halo like entirely. Like I said, the AR and the battle rifle are both back, and they both feel great. The BR takes 4 bursts to the head to kill, and the AR is my personal choice in short and medium range engagements. The newcomer commando rifle kind of finds itself in a middle ground between the two mainstay rifles. It combines a slow automatic fire rate with precision accuracy. It's almost as if you had an automatic DMR. It has some kind of bloom as well, however a bit less than the DMR. The commando is a great gun and one of my new favorites from the list. The pistol has largely been nerfed from the one in Halo 5. It's now more like akin to a sidearm that you'd find in any other shooter like the M9 or another pistol. It's not a Magnum anymore. It's probably another attempt to make Halo less precision focused. It shoots very fast. It takes a little bit to kill. I see it more as like a finishing weapon whenever someone already has their shields depleted. I'm just really happy with the weapons in Halo Infinite so far. It's really nice to see how they've been balancing everything. Every gun that I've tried feels viable in some way, and it all feels like it fits in different niches and scenarios. These guns feel the best out of any Halo game to date. Now let's talk about the melee. The melee in this game, I'm not really sure how I currently feel about it. It feels like I'm playing with Commando Pro on. I mean, you can really lunge at enemies from long distances, and I feel like it does more than half health damage, but there's really no way to test it. Melee in Halo has sort of gotten more and more tracky, I guess is what you'd say. I guess where it kind of locks on, but this is a really big jump. Feels more like Titanfall 2's melee, just without that whole one-hit kill aspect. So I hope that whenever it goes to full release, the melee is balanced. And I think it's okay now, I'm not really sure whenever it comes to competitive, but we'll see. Now, grenades in this game feel super solid so far and really, really strong, just like they should be. They're super useful to flush out enemies and make them move in certain directions, but they are really, really powerful. The brute spike grenades probably feel the strongest to me. I just love getting sticks with them. I feel like the grenades are in a good place overall. It just kind of depends on how they get used in certain maps more than anything. The game also lets you choose your own AI. They have their own distinct personalities and witty voice lines. You can't really customize it beyond just picking the color and the shape of the icon. One addition I would like is to hear a sample of the AI's voice and voice lines in the menu to help choosing which one's best for you. I had to play about 5 games with each AI to figure out which one I wanted to keep. Now, let's talk about performance and the optimization of the game itself. I play on PC, so I can't really speak much for console, but it seems to me as if this game has some optimization issues. I have a 3070 GPU and an i9 processor, pretty good specs if you ask me. The flight runs at an absolute maximum of like 110 frames per second, which is good, but I can only get this high when playing in the absolute lowest settings possible. Most other games, when I run them on medium or high settings, I get 144 frames super easy. So it lends me to believe that the game and the way it runs needs some polishing to ensure the best performance possible. And I know this is just nitpicky, and it's on the computer, so I'm sure they're trying to deal with a lot of different hardware. But I don't really have a lot of bad things to say about this game, so this is really my only big critique. I am very excited for Halo Infinite's full release. I'm hoping to get picked for more of the future flights, but I know it's just a chance. As someone who's been playing Halo for 20 years, this just seems like the proper culmination of the franchise, a game that has more modern gunplay and quality of life additions while retaining the identity and feel of the Halo games. You can really see the influence of a couple different Halo games in Infinite. I mean, the BR is straight out of Halo 2, and the AR is definitely modeled out of the one from Reach, just to name a couple. It'll be interesting to see where 343 takes the game over the coming months leading up to a full release, but, I, for one, am very ready to play the full game. Hope you all got something out of this video. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. Have you all gotten to play Halo Infinite yet? And if so, what do you think? If you enjoyed the video, please consider dropping a like and hitting that sub button. It really helps me out a ton, and I appreciate every bit of support the channel gets. I'll be making a lot more content on this game in the coming months, so you won't want to miss any of it. I've also got a bunch of important links in the description to my merch, Twitch, Discord, and a bunch of other stuff, so go check those out. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.